Morning, everybody. And whoever has joined, I hope all of you are going well with your preparation. So this session specifically, I have not conducted to discuss regarding the preparation strategies or help you solve your doubts. Basically, as even I, during my preparation, was going through the stress, the anxiety, the uncertainty about the dates, uncertainty about whether you will be able to crack it or not. So this is the reason I have conducted this session, so that majority of you can let me know what stress or anxiety or whatever you are going through at this time. So it would be better that I address your queries rather than giving you tips for the same, so that it is helpful for you and it does not become a session wherein you do not get clarity about how you should go forward from this time. So I will advise, or I'll tell everybody that whoever has anything to speak out or wants to ask something can either unmute yourself and ask, or they can mention in the chat box. Feel free to discuss. Remember that even if you're feeling shy to open up or tell something regarding the stress which you're going through, remember that like you, thousands of students are going through the same at this period, just 1 month, 1.5 months before the exams. So feel free to share your queries, whatever you are feeling, how would you want me to address them? Please feel free to ask them and I'll be very happy to solve them. And also at the end, I would give my tips regarding how you should or you can manage your stress, anxiety during this period. So I'll keep the chat box open for everybody to either write down or unmute yourself and ask whatever you feel free. So there is one student, thank you for mentioning your issue. So everybody is very much stressed regarding how many. So I'll just wait for some more minutes for everybody to feel free and to write down their queries. It can be anything regarding you are dealing with stress, you are getting more anxious, you are feeling low, depressed after reading, or you're not able to recollect, you're feeling low, whatever you want, just keep it other than the subject. We are meeting often to discuss and solve the doubts, and also the group is open for that. But now this is not just regarding the subject, it is about the personal thing regarding the stress and the study period when you're sitting and you have some thoughts. Whatever you feel free, please write down in the chat box and I'll be happy to address them. I see around 35, 37 students who have joined in, and only I've seen 5 questions. So I'll be happy that majority of you open up and ask anything in your mind. So the first thing, not exactly related to the subject, but what somebody has asked, that there is a constant thing that you need to address certain amount of questions to make it right and to get a rank. So for that, what I would like to advise all of you is that, first of all, we have all heard this quote that just concentrate on the hard work, don't worry about the result. So that is what I would advise all of you, that whenever you're preparing, you're giving any test, any mock test, anything you're giving to judge yourself, judge your preparation, that where you stand, and do not judge that I'm getting this much or I'm scoring this much, I'll not be able to crack a NEET SS. It is not like that how it works. Basically, you just need to keep working hard, just keep analyzing yourself regularly so that you make certain changes and you make changes to your schedule, to your preparation strategy, so that you come out best at the end during the NEET SS. Don't worry about how many questions you need to make it right. Think about 150 questions you need to answer as much as possible in the positive. That is what your goal should be. The goal should not be that you need to score certain amount of questions. Your goal should be to score maximum amount of questions right. Next, worried about whether exam will get postponed. What will you do by worrying about the exam getting postponed or not? I've already said in the group that whenever you are having that thought, where are the forms, date is getting postponed, will it get postponed or not? Why are you needing to worry? Be prepared. Your exam is on 10th. If it gets delayed, you should be happy that you get more time rather than getting worried. Think right now, think that your exam is on 10th. There is no delay. Prepare, keep that mindset and keep preparing. Don't worry about the exam getting delayed or not. Just think about how best you can, best you can prepare yourself for the exam. If it gets delayed, you're obviously at an advantage that you are reading in the speed that your exam is in 45 days. If it gets delayed even by 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 1 month, you are having that time as extra. It should not be that, oh, it got delayed. Oh, I have waited because of the COVID. I gave my exam, nearly waited for more than 1.5 years. So almost 1 year has been skipped in my timeline of preparation. So if I would have thought and kept worrying during that period that when is the exam going to be conducted, maybe my result would have been different. But as I have given multiple exams over the time, I have realized that when the exam is going to be conducted is not important. Important is that how well you are prepared for the exam whenever it is conducted. So it is a very common thing what one of you have written, that even after reading multiple times while giving exams, while giving mock exam, MCQs, you are not able to answer and you feel that you are feeling low, that, oh, I'm reading so much, I'm not able to recollect. So understand that sometimes we just tend to keep reading. We don't try to recollect. That is what happens. One. Second thing, whenever you are dealing with an MCQ, you are not able to answer, understand, either you are getting confused or you are making mistake in your revision because you're not able to recollect that concept, or that was something which you have not read. So any problem which you face, you always have a solution. It is not that in this preparation you will not have any solution to your whatever queries you will be having regarding the preparation strategy. There are always fine number of ways how you can modify your preparation strategy so that you do good. And right now, the thing regarding not able to recollect, the only solution is that you try and remember it in a way that you are having a longer memory. And how does it happen? Sometimes people tend to remember certain things either by multiple revisions. People tend to have practice of writing things so that they keep remembering. Some people have to read multiple times to be able to remember. I was someone who could not mug up, so I had to read multiple times to be able to remember. And yes, even I used to make mistakes or not able to remember whenever there was some MCQs or some mock exams. So it is all natural what you're going through. First thing, remember that whatever you are feeling at this moment is a natural phenomenon. It is not something that you're alone. It is not that you are the only person who is going through this. There are thousands of people like you who are giving n number of competitive exams and they are going through the same thing. So just remember that you're not alone in this journey. There are many people around you who are in this journey with you. Next, coming to feeling exhausted. So it is natural that you will feel tired after 5 days, after 1 day, even you may feel tired. So the tip for that is that plan your schedule of reading accordingly, that you take multiple breaks. What I would advise you is that either in a day, keep certain time as a break in which you do not touch books. For example, right now, do not keep your books. If you have books in front of you, just take it outside of your vision. Just be in this session. Listen to what I'm saying. Just try to relax for now. There are certain time which is required by our brain, not just sleep, but other time is also required by our brain to relax, to, like, for example, in gym, whenever you go, you warm up, then you have to also cool down. That is the same way you are reading continuously, your brain also needs to cool down. It is not just sleep. You need to relax. It can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You can do multiple things, but social media is not a solution for that. Whenever you are relaxing, what I used to do was I used to sit and meditate. Close your eyes, listen. There are multiple videos for guided meditation on YouTube, which you can just put your AirPods, close your eyes and meditate. To be very honest, this is my personal opinion, that over the time which I have given 2 NEET essays, so I have realized that doing meditation, not worrying about the result, it actually calms you more. And whenever you do the next reading after that, you become more attentive, your focus is more. So that is one tip which I would like all of you to take it from this session, is that meditate. Close your eyes 10 minutes. If you don't want to meditate, just do deep breathing exercises for 10 minutes. It can be twice a day, thrice a day, whatever suits you. Keep doing that. It will definitely help you in the long term before your exams also. And my practice was in the morning, in the evening, twice. I used to definitely do it. And just before the exam also, I used to make sure that I do a meditation. And I go, and even when I used to sit before starting the exam, I used to close my eyes and just do deep breathing. That is how you calm down yourself. Certain times we know the concepts, but because of the stress which we have created in the mind, which the quote I have already kept, it is something which you are creating in your mind that you'll not be able to score, you'll not know the answer, you'll make mistakes, you'll not get a seat. That is all scenarios in your mind. You don't know the result yet, you're not given the exam yet. So these are all the scenarios which you have built up, and that is how you are creating that stress for yourself. Now, next, you just need to plan in a simple manner. You don't need to over plan, or you don't need to keep planning every day. Make a plan, short term, long term, like how we do in our life. We make short term goals and long term goals, that in next 3 years, I see myself as an MCH candidate. After that, for 5 years, you make a long-term goal that I want to earn this much. I want to travel here. I want to travel there. At that time, if you're not able to do or reach that goal, do we get depressed? No, we think that, okay, I'll try next year. I'll work hard even more, and I'll make sure that I get that. So that is how you should be. Your goal should be that you plan short term. For example, you plan for 7 days, you make your schedule, you stick to that. And if first and most important thing is that understand your weakness. Everybody knows their strength, but nobody tries to concentrate on the weakness. Understand your weakness and plan your schedule accordingly. And then once you have made a plan, don't keep on changing, just stick to it. Even if you don't know, you are feeling that, oh, I'm not able to recollect that, don't worry, just write it down. And next, when you make the schedule, then implement the changes. Once you have made the schedule, once you have made a plan, don't change it, don't over plan, don't keep changing the plans. It will create more and more stress. You'll go into the vicious cycle. So if you made a plan for 7 days, 10 days, 3 days, 5 days, whatever you have made, stick to that, then shift over to the next phase. Do step by step. Don't try to skip, don't try to jump over. So whenever you feel that while solving, or specifically you are feeling that I'll not be able to achieve something, remember that out of the all 10,000 candidates, no one has yet got a seat. They are preparing for it. You have to give the exam and you have to score to get a seat. Right now, if you're not, you have days ahead of you. You need to work hard. Remember, understand your weakness and then work on it, and then definitely you will be reaching the success. Now, success is relative for everybody. As I've already written a blog, that nobody is going to be that there is only one rank one. Whoever gets a seat of their choice is a rank one, according to me. So you just need to concentrate on your achievement, what you want to achieve, and work hard towards it. Small failures right now in mock exams or in MCQs will come and go. Eventually, what your goal should be, on the day of exam, you score well. So you just need to keep working hard. For example, sports persons, if they don't qualify for something, if they do not score, what do? They don't get depressed and sit. They keep practicing. They work on their weaknesses, they make it strong, and then they go and perform again. That is how you need to do. If you are making mistakes, you work on it. If you are going strong, make sure that it remains strong. And that is how you deal with failure. Once you are pushed down, you need to get up. That is very simple funda of life, that failure is temporary. If you keep working hard on that, you will definitely achieve success. See, time is going to be less. Even when you have 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, time is always going to be less. You feel that, oh, I have 1 year, I have to read so much. Same thing will happen when you come down 3 months or this 1.5 months. You will think that, oh, I have so less time. So you don't need to worry about that. You have whatever time you have, you need to concentrate that, oh, I have this much. Okay, fine. I'll plan in a certain way and I'll prove myself. You need to keep giving yourself that optimistic thing that, yes, I can do it. I can do it. Okay, I have not scored in this exam, no problem. I'll work on it and I'll score in the next. That is how it works. It is not that one time you're saying that, okay, I'll work on next time. Next time when you get low, you feel that, oh, I'm not doing anything, I'm a failure. No. Next time you think that, oh, I've got less. Okay, no problem. I'll analyze, I'll work on, and I'll go ahead in the next phase and I'll prepare and do much better next time. So every time you need to keep telling yourself that, yes, I can do it. Yes, I can do it. And that is how you deal with failure. You tell yourself that, okay, now you have taken a back seat, but no, I'll go ahead and I'll prove myself. You need to give yourself that affirmation that, yes, you can do it. That is how this human psychology works. Remember that even if a person has studied for this 1.5 month, that person may reach 50 rank, and somebody who is working for 1 year, due to something, due to stress, not able to recollect, making certain mistakes, can go down to 1,000. So it is all relative. You have to give your best on the day of exam. Before that, you just need to keep working hard. So don't worry about the time what you have. Try to utilize what time you are having. Now, I have written a blog about this, but this was my personal experience that I was preparing for NEET SS while doing fellowship in surgical gastro liver transplant at Gangaram Hospital. And to be honest, it was like I was doing my residency of surgical gastro. It was so hectic, but in the phase in which you are, that I have so less time, I have to work, I have to do this, I have to do that, and also I have to study. One of my consultant told me an advice that, see, you have decided to pursue this, you have decided to work, you have decided to study also, then you don't have the right to complain. It may sound slightly blunt, but that is a fact. Whatever time you have, utilize that. Just think that, okay, I have to work 9 to 5, no problem, I'll study the remaining amount of time. And that is what I did. When I used to do the duty, I did not worry. If I got the time, is to study in that. If not, then other time I used to think, okay, I have this much hours, I have to complete this, I'll plan and do accordingly. So that is how it works. Whatever time you have, it is not less or it is not more. It is more if you utilize it efficiently. It is less if you waste time in procrastinating and thinking about things which are not in your control. So what to do on the day of the exam or before the exam? My funda was to relax. I used to stop close my books 10 o'clock and day before the exam from my school time. And I used to relax myself, meditate at night, in the morning after I wake up, and before going to the exam center, and even while sitting in front of the computer before the exam starts, I used to do deep breathing. So that is how you calm yourself down. You reduce the endorphins, you decrease the stress hormones which are released, because sometimes that sympathetic response, sometimes you tend to get more anxious, you tend to make more mistakes. You just need to keep taking deep breaths. That is how it works. The only way to avoid overthinking is to, one, concentrate on your goal. It can be short term or long term. Second thing, for giving exam in the front of the computer is in your hands, but how you perform is not in your hands, because even if you're reading right now, you must be a very easy questions, but if you're stressed, then you may make mistakes. If you're not, then everything will go fine. So right now, by thinking that, oh, you will be able to score or not, you'll be able to get a rank or not, you'll be able to get a seat or not, you'll be able to remember or not, that is all what you need to stop. That will take practice. And how it will take practice, that stick to your goals. I have to complete this, I have to read this, that's it. You don't need to worry about anything. You don't need to think about tomorrow. Today you woke up at morning, you sleep at night. That is what you should think about. After that, next day morning when you wake up, then think about, okay, today I have to do this. Don't sit today at night and think that, oh, I did this much only, tomorrow what will I do? Don't think about that. Sleep, wake up tomorrow, your schedule should be ready. See the schedule, okay, today I have to do this, work on it. too much of overthinking, not able to sleep at night. I went through it. I literally could not sleep after closing the books, coming on bed. Nearly half an hour to 45 minutes, I used to have the issue of not being able to get sleep. But that is when my elders advised me to do exercise, to do meditation. And that is what literally and actually personal experience it helped me. And that is why I would advise all of you that one, keep your diet proper. Second, keep your sleep schedule proper. Don't try to be that, oh, I'll read till 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll wake up at 8. Your body, everybody needs different amount of sleep. Some may be okay in 5 hours, some may need 8 hours. Take your sleep. It doesn't matter. If you sleep properly, it doesn't matter that you're wasting time. It is basically your brain which needs that time to rejuvenate. So first, try to sleep properly, adequately. Second, stick to proper healthy diet. Don't just keep eating junk. Third thing, meditate. Definitely it will help you. Start from now. After this session, go to YouTube, search for guided meditation, close your eyes, sit for 15 minutes. It will make wonders to your preparation, and you will agree with me later on. So same thing at the end. I think I must be repeating this 4 to 5 times, that random thoughts, procrastinating, distraction, social media, everything, you should not stop it like how we used to do in 10, 12, stopping TV, social media, everything. Everything has its own time. But to reduce and increase the focus, you definitely need to have proper sleep, and your meditation will definitely help you to focus. So try to do that. If you're keep doing it regularly. So again, mock test scores, don't worry about the scores. I've been saying multiple times to everybody who is asking me, sir, I'm scoring this much, I'm scoring that much. How do I deal with it? You need to deal with like analyzing your result and working hard on it. That is how you improve it. By getting depressed that you are going nowhere will not help. By thinking positive, that okay, I got this many correct, this is the difference which I need to cover. That is how you deal and you change the negative situation into positive. You may think that out of 150 you got 100 correct, you made mistakes in 40. You will think, oh, I just scored 100, I could have scored more. No, that is not how you think. You need to think that okay, I made 40. Okay, let me see how much I can improve, which mistakes I could have avoided. I am making 100, so that is for sure. I'm good with that. In 40, let me see how I can improve that, which mistakes I made, which topics I could not recollect. Okay, so this topic I've not been able to recollect. Okay, I'll read it when I'm reading that topic. That is how you deal with in a very positive manner. That is how you become less stressed, less anxious. So out of the questions, what I have gone through, I think I have addressed them. Any more of you having any other doubts or want to ask me anything, please feel free to ask. Is facing the same, or they are feeling shy to ask, you can always send in the chat personally to me. I'll be happy to address your fear of failure. What if you have no answer to that, first of all? So you don't need to, you should not worry about that. You will obviously have that fear of failure, but how will it change is with a positive mindset that I have this many days, I have read this much I need to read, I will complete it, I will work hard, and I will do it. You need to wake up every morning and tell yourself that I can do it and I will do it. It is not just something which I am saying to you. It is something which you apply to yourself. It will definitely work. A positive mindset actually brings a drastic difference in your performance. So I would definitely tell all of you, wake up in the morning, tell yourself, yes, I can do it. Very small thing, but believe me, it will work wonders. A very small positive psychology, very small positive mindset change will change your total performance and total preparation time from now. your performance is not consistent, then as I said, be positive that, okay, this many questions I've answered. I know I'm going good. Other things, see where you're making mistakes. Anywhere, whenever you are having a difference of strength and weaknesses, you need to think that where am I lacking and how can I improve it? Don't think that, oh, I'm reading so much, still I'm lacking. Everybody is not perfect. So if you're lacking, think about how you can uplift it and change it into your strength. Don't think that, oh, I'm lacking, I will not be able to do it. That is not how you think. Just a small diversion of your thought process will take you to a positive mindset. For recollection of numerical questions, or be it just anything which your memory recall, you're not able to do it, the solution is that understand what the way how you are able to recollect more. Some people may be writing in a note and seeing it daily, and they'll be able to recollect more or retain more. Some will be having the audiovisual memory. Some will be having just the visual memory. Some will be having to mug up. So you need to understand what and how your mind works. If you have to keep reading that again and again, then some things like numericals or something which are forgetting frequently, every alternate day in the morning or before you sleep, read whatever way you are able to remember, take out 15-20 minutes for that thing and try to remember it. Definitely you will be recollecting more by this. Don't think that you're going slow or you're going fast. Everybody has their different speed. What is important is your quality. If you are reading a chapter today very nicely and tomorrow or after a week, if that reading speed after a week also you are able to recollect 100%, then that speed is adequate. It is not slow or not fast. So if the quality of your reading is good, the speed does not matter. Urge to read everything, to complete everything is a very normal tendency, but try to go for quality. Try to think that I need to remember 100% from this or whatever important things you're reading. Memory is more important, and that is how revision helps you. So don't worry about speed. Don't try to read everything. Restrict yourself that no, I cannot deviate. I need to complete this and I need to complete it so that even after 10 days, if a question is asked, I know 100%. That is how you will score more and more better. I think that I've covered, I'm covering all of your issues for now. If anything else, please let me know. Or if no more doubts, then we'll end the session. But feel free to let me know whatever you're going through. I'll be happy to solve it. If you're having difficulty in conceptualizing the topic, that will only come. Basically in any subject preparation or any subject, whenever you're reading, obviously in surgery, your concepts should be clear. So don't just try and go and mug up, or don't just read for the sake of remembering. That is equivalent to knowing nothing but trying to remember everything. Try to clear your concepts. Certain times, even if you have not read the concept, if something is asked of a clinical scenario, your concepts are clear, you will be able to answer it very easily. So if you're not able to understand the topic, ask somebody, either me or any of your friends or somebody who can help you, and ask them to explain to you if that is how you can understand better. Don't feel shy from asking help from anybody, and don't be very much rigid that I'll not help. They are competitors, they will score more than me. Eventually, even if you teach somebody, if they score well and you also score well, it is all happening for each other's goodness. It is not that by helping you will be losing marks. So don't think about that. Try to ask somebody if you're not able to understand a topic. Don't feel shy. About changing the answer during the exam, what happens is that you are either confused, that is why you change it. So the only solution to that is that, one, revise multiple times. Second, stick to what you have answered during your first instinct. Out of 100%, nearly 80% time, your first instinct answer will be always right. 20% can happen that you were answering wrong, but 80% it will be right. Yes, you will be feeling frustrating if you're not scoring well. But as I said, you need to keep a more positive mindset and work on your weaknesses. That is how you will improve. You'll not improve by getting frustrated and feeling that, oh, I'm reading so much, I'm not scoring well, I should leave it, I'll be not be able to crack it. Then you will go into that vicious cycle. Instead, be positive. Okay, I made mistakes. Why did I make mistakes? How can I change it? You need to find a solution. You don't need to get frustrated and stop it. You should be positive and think about how you can change your low scores. Re-revising the topics, I have said multiple times that everybody reads in their own way, but simple enough. If you're reading a topic, whatever you're marked and you have highlighted, that is how you need to read. Then if there is some topic which you feel that, okay, I know all of this, just see, keep the book or notes open, close your eyes, try to recollect what were the points, and just then see, okay, I have covered, move on to the next topic. It will make it more efficient. Don't again and again read the same thing. Try to do like this. First time you have read the whole thing, second time you have read the highlighted, third time just close your eyes, try to recollect what were the points, important points which you need to remember. Are you able to recollect all of them? If not, then you just go through it. If you are able to, move on to the next topic. That is how you'll be able to remember. Strategy for freshers, basically in 45 days, no one is a fresher or nobody is a pass out or nobody is preparing. 45 days, last 45 days, everybody is same. Main is revision and sticking to whatever you are having. Read it, re-revise it, keep revising and practicing MCQs. That is how you can score. Everybody has almost the same knowledge. Only difference comes in the recollection and answering certain questions efficiently. So I think that is it. No, that chapters are not needed. Just go through the tables and images. I think the subject doubts you can ask me later on in the WhatsApp group. Anything other than the subject, you have any doubts regarding how you, like regarding stress, regarding the preparation strategies, the subject strategy, you can ask me personally or in different sessions. In this, if you have anything else, you can definitely ask me. Otherwise, we'll end the session today.